Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is Stitch Fix. So this is my February Stitch Fix box. First of all, I'll tell you what Stitch Fix is. If you already know and you just want to skip ahead to the bit where I'm actually opening the box and trying on all the clothes, I'll put a timestamp here and you can jump on and check that out. If you're still with me, Stitch Fix is kind of like a stylist in a box. It's a subscription that's based in the US and also the UK. I'm obviously here in the UK. And essentially, you are paired up with a stylist online. You fill out a profile all about your likes, dislikes, sizes, what kind of clothes you're shopping for. Oh yeah, it's a clothing subscription. Really not doing very well at introducing you to this month, but we'll carry on and see where we go. So essentially, you fill out a profile, you tell them everything about yourself, sizes, likes, dislikes, as much information as you can. You can also include things like links to Pinterest boards, which is what I do, or pictures and things, and then it helps the stylist to build up a bit of a picture of you and the sorts of clothes you like to wear. Then when you're ready to actually order a box, you go online, you say, look, I want a box on this date, and you select your date and you leave a note for your stylist explaining the sorts of clothes you're shopping for. Now, this is a subscription that is for men or women, and you can choose whatever types of clothes you want when you are signing up and when you're asking for that box. They also have a preview service now. So what happens is, the stylist will select 10 items for you. You have 48 hours to go online and check whether you are happy with any of those items. If you don't check it, they'll just randomly select the 5 that they think are most suitable for you. If not, you can go on, you can kind of comment on which you do and don't like, pick the ones you like or reject them all, and they'll pick some other selections for you. The cost of the service is £10 per box, but if you are brand new to Stitch Fix and you use my link, which I'll pop underneath this video, you will get £15 worth of credit, which will mean that your first box is free. Now, even if you're paying the £10, if you order more than one box, so once you've dealt with one box you get another in the future, the money is always redeemable against any of the items you keep. So even if you use the link and you keep one of the items out of the box, you will get £15 deducted from the item that you choose to keep. You get 5 items each time you order the box. If you do happen to keep all 5 items, you will save 20% on everything in the box. If you, within 7 days of receiving your box, find any of the items in your box on sale anywhere, if you send them a picture and a link to the Stitch Fix customer care team, they will honour the price so long as it meets certain conditions, and all the information about that is on their website. But I find it to be a really good service. I must be getting on for about box number 20 or something in that ballpark right now. I've had so many. So this month I have asked for kind of casual clothes a little bit, like I'm still on the hunt for some jeans. I've shared a Pinterest board with them. I've said, look, I'm still working from home, but there are occasions I might go into work and there might be certain items I need for that. So we've done a bit of back and forth. They've sent me some items to choose from, and I will show you the items they sent me to choose from now. I decided to say yes to 2, I think, of the items, or maybe 3 of the items, and then the other items were selected for me. So they are all here in this box. We're going to open them together. We're going to have a look at the item, the size they've sent me, the cost of the item, what material it's made from. Let's look at the washing instructions and things. And after I've gone through all that with you, I will then switch to the try on part of the video. So I'll try on all of the items. I'll then come back, let you know what I think of the items and what I think I may or may not keep. And you can leave me some comments and let me know what you think I should and shouldn't keep. I find that really useful. I think sometimes other people can give a better idea of whether something suits you than you can for yourself, or that's certainly true in my experience anyway. So without further ado, we are going to get into this month's box. Another thing to mention, delivery to you and your returns are completely free. They're included in the £10 you pay, or your free credit if it's the first time you're signing up with my link. But if you do decide to send everything back, obviously if you've got free credit, then it's not going to cost you anything. If you've paid £10, you don't get the £10 back, but it is redeemable if you keep anything, but you don't lose anything else. It doesn't cost you anything else. They don't charge you for the items until you go through a checkout process. So how that works, you go online, you say, I'm keeping this, I'm sending this back. At that point, which they usually want you to do within, I think it's 7 days of receiving the box, but you can extend the time and keep the items longer to decide what you want to keep or send back, then they will charge you at that point when you tell them what you're keeping and what you're sending back. So the thing I really like about this, because I'm trying it on at home, I can do it at my leisure when it suits me, rather than having to go into a shop and try and find the time to try things on. And I can try it on with other things that I already have in my house, rather than trying to think, have I got something that goes with this? Am I going to wear it? You know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I love it. Like I said, the fact I've had so many boxes should tell you how much I love it. So I'm going to show you the big bundle of clothes in just a second, but you always get a little envelope like this, and this will contain your returns label. So as a matter of course, they send you a Royal Mail returns label, but if you want to return it via another company, there are options. You can have a look on the website for that. They also give you a selection of style cards, which tell you how to 2 potential ways you can style the items they've sent, and I'll share those with you as well as we go along. There's also an invoice that tells you how much each individual item costs, how much it would cost if you kept everything with your discount and things. So yes, lots of info here. So my style note this month, and everyone gets their own, it says, your style delivered. Hi Crystal, happy Fix Day. I hope you're keeping well and enjoying the new year so far. It's great to have you back for your 20th fix. Thanks again for leaving me with some great feedback. She said that she's been unable to source some of the requests that have been listed. They don't stock a pair of trainers I asked for, and they struggle to source like a raglan top, because that's one of the sort of things I asked them to look for. And then it starts to talk about some of the items I liked and sort of put on my Pinterest boards that they've picked for me. And I've said I didn't want polyester or wool, and they've sort of said they've taken that into account. They're telling me how to pair things. I'm kind of not wanting to give you any spoilers, because I'm obviously going to show you the items in a second, but it then says, let me know how these looks worked out in your feedback, best Hannah. So this is what the bundle looks like. So a little bit of a sneak peek of everything that's going to be in here. So Stitch Fix do actually have their own brands, and one of the items on here is actually one of their own brands, and it's called Market and Spruce. It's the LS, which I think is long sleeve, raglan colour block hooded knit top in purple. I just said it was more blue than purple. So you probably can't see this very well on here, and I think this is definitely one of those that's going to look better, or you'll be able to see it better anyway when I do try it on. So it just doesn't look very good on camera, does it? It actually feels super soft and comfy, and kind of in real life looks like the sort of thing I would wear for just like relaxing at the weekend or around the house or what have you. So essentially it's got grey sleeves, and then they're like white at the top. Then it goes into, I would say it's navy. They're saying purple, I would kind of say it's more of a navy. Then it's got like a V-neck, and it's got these like little string things here. The other arm is the same. That's the front, and then at the back it just kind of looks like this. Definitely watch the try on bit, because it's just going to obviously look better hopefully when we watch the try on part. And then it's got a little pocket as well in the front, which I like, because I always like somewhere to put my hands. And then it tells me here it's made from 78% viscose, 18% polyester, 4% elastane. So it has got a little bit of polyester in, but I can cope with it if it's in like small doses. I just don't want like 100% polyester, you know. Cold machine wash with similar colours, that's fine. 30-degree wash, I tend to 30-degree as much as I can anyway. Like I said, it's Market and Spruce, so it's exclusive to Stitch Fix. You can only get this item from Stitch Fix. They've sent me a size small. They will exchange sizes as well, so if you try something on and you think I needed it to be a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, they will, if they have it in stock, allow you to exchange the item. Again, all free of charge, no additional cost for postage. What tends to happen is while you're going through checkout, you might say, I'd like this in a medium instead of a small, or whatever the case may be. If it's in stock, it allows you to go through a exchange program, and then you'd say, right, okay, I want the medium. Then once you've checked out, they would automatically send the item to you. Usually it comes within like 48 hours, and they just ask you to send the other item back. So they don't even wait for you to send it back before they send you a replacement. Really good service, I think. So the Market and Spruce hoodie is £32. A note on pricing, by the way, the pricing is kind of, you get to choose your budget when you shop. So if you are on a really strict budget, you can select that when you start, so they won't select really expensive pieces for you if you do that. So you can kind of guide them a little bit that way as well, so it suits the buyer. And if you're into really high-end, really expensive brands, then you can shop that as well. So yeah, it's all up to you. The next item is actually one I put on my Pinterest board, and I didn't actually put it on in this colour. I didn't actually know this kind of colour existed. It's the Rosy Reversible Button-Up Cardigan. Now, I think I had it on my Pinterest board in like grey and things like that, but they've sent it me in black, which is interesting. It's probably a more practical colour in fairness. So it's by Jules, and it's the reversible cardigan. So the way that this works, it has got a button-up design at the front, and then you can also kind of wear it back to front, which I guess you could do with a lot of cardigans anyway. It's just never occurred to me to do it. So you can wear it like this, like a black jumper with the button detail on the back, or you can obviously wear it this way as a traditional cardigan. And I kind of liked the fact that it was a bit versatile like that. The only thing I'm not as sure about now I've got it kind of in person is it looks like it's got glitter sparkle type design going on in the black, and I'm not sure whether that looks a little bit kind of festive Christmassy or whether I can kind of get away with it all year round. But I do actually like it. I actually think this little button at the top is really cute. I think it's like a little bee or something like that, maybe a dragonfly, and then all the other buttons are tortoise shell type things. So yeah, interesting. Like I said, it is one I liked. It also has a little Jules metal logo plate there on the front, so if you wear it as a jumper it kind of looks more like a jumper in that way, I guess. So they have sent me a size 8, and they work out the sizes based on the sizes you've provided. So if it's like a brand that's a small fit, they'll tend to send you a bigger size. If it's a big fit, they'll send you a smaller size, and try and work out what's going to be best for you. So it's a Rosy Reversible Button-Up Cardigan. This is by Jules, which is obviously like a high street brand, so you can definitely access lots of really well-known brands this way as well. And it's £44.95, which I knew when I added it to the board. I just think Jules do some really lovely little pieces. It's 62% acrylic, 22% polyamide, 10% polyester, 3% metallized fibres, 3% elastane. So yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to be itchy or anything, but we will see when I've got it on. I'll try it on as a jumper and also like a cardigan, obviously. So then the next item is actually one that I chose from the preview selection to try, and it's by Hush, which is a brand that they've recently started stocking. These tags totally get in the way, don't they? So this is the Shooting Star boxy t-shirt in dark slate grey in a size small. So it's kind of got that like washed colour to the fabric. It's got this star design. I really like stars, so it kind of fits with that. It's just plain at the back. Slightly concerned that the boxiness might look too big, but I guess it's just a bit of a kind of lounging at the weekend t-shirt. We'll see what it looks like when it's on. But they sent me a size small. We'll see again how that fits. And this is £35. I do like Hush. I like the designs and stuff they have. It does feel like a really nice soft t-shirt. It's 100% organic cotton. Cotton definitely being my preference for t-shirts and things, as you'd expect. But yeah, we will see. I'm slightly concerned about the boxiness of the t-shirt, but I knew that when I agreed to try it, so it's on me if it's not right. I thought I'd give it a try anyway. I was also after a pair of like straight leg jeans. So they have sent me, and this is something again that I chose from the preview, the by Mavi. I don't think I've ever tried jeans from this brand, but that's again what I like about it. Sometimes you can find like the perfect jeans or the perfect item in your Stitch Fix box that you might never have chosen for yourself. So these are the Mavi Super Soft Kendra Petite high rise straight leg jeans. So I did ask for a straight leg. So it's 26 waist, sounds about right. Length 28 inches. I think that's about my leg length from memory. It's been a while since I bought jeans. We'll see anyway how they fit. This is what they look like at the front. This is what they look like at the back. They are just a kind of simple jean, finished off normally. There's nothing sort of special about them, but that's fine. I wanted a decent quality pair of jeans. So it's this ultra soft fabric with exceptional stretch in sustainable Tencel blend, designed for superior comfort and ease of movement. These are 44% cotton, 42% lyocell, which is Tencel, 13% polyester, 1% elastane. The jeans retail at £69, so pretty expensive for jeans, but I would rather pay that and have a pair I love and I'm going to wear like lots and lots, rather than a cheap pair I'm going to throw away or anything. So I can cope with it if it's a good fit, and they're in the colour indigo. They're basically like a darkish blue. So we'll see what they're like when they're on. Last but not least, we've got an item from French Connection. I used to shop in French Connection quite a lot actually, but I haven't shopped there for some time and I don't really know why. Now I do like green, so that's probably why they've chosen this colour for me. So it is a jumper. It's got a round neck. It's got this kind of stitch detail on the sleeves, and this is what the end of the sleeves look like. But yeah, it looks like the sort of colour I would like. It's called the Lily Mozart jumper in green. They've given me a size small. It's 100% cotton, hand wash cold, dry flat, reshape once dry. Not a big lover of hand wash, but that's the price you pay sometimes for having these sorts of fabrics or delicate items and things. So we will see how it is when I've got it on anyway. Again, this kind of looks a little bit boxy, a little bit short, but we'll see. It's got a little slit there on the side as well. I guess this is one I could wear kind of with jeans, or I could wear it with like trousers, smarten up a little bit for going into the office. But we will see what it's like when it's on. And that jumper retails at £59, which is about right for French Connection. So if I were to keep everything in the box, the total RRP on all 5 items is £239.95. If I were to keep all of the items, I would get a 20% discount, which would be a discount of £47.99. So this is what I mean. So that would mean that the Jules cardigan jumper would be free, or the Market and Spruce jumper would be free, or the Hush t-shirt would be free. So you could kind of work it out as you're getting a free item. So generally, if you're keeping at least 4 items, you might as well keep all 5, because it's not worth sending it back depending on the value, because of the big discount you get for keeping it all. So if I were to keep everything, then my box would cost me £191.96. So not inexpensive, but not too bad for 5 good quality items from some of these sorts of brands. This is my opinion anyway, so I'm obviously happy to try it and I enjoy getting my box. So I'm now going to try everything on, and then I'll come back and give you my kind of initial thoughts. And like I said, leave me comments, let me know what you think of my items. So this is the raglan style top. So it is the sort of thing I would wear to kind of chill out in around the house whenever I've not got to go out really. So it's not going to win any style awards, but it is pretty comfy. Now, I don't know why I try the hood on, because I'm probably not going to wear the hood unless it's like super cold, but you know, that's what it looks like. So these are the jeans. I've tried it on with a couple of tops because, of course, you know, jeans, t-shirts, kind of thing I'm probably going to wear it with. So I actually quite like the fit and they are comfortable. My biggest problem is when I try them on with shoes in particular, they look a little bit too short. So let me know your thoughts. These are a 28 leg. I think I'm actually more of a 29 leg, but that's out of stock. Are they too short? What do you think? So this is the Star t-shirt. Again, it's more of a kind of lounging around, relaxing type of t-shirt. I get it's like boxy, it's kind of hanging off a little bit at the side. So then I'm kind of thinking, do I sort of tuck it in the front of the jeans? Does that give it a little bit more shape? Or have you got any other ideas of how to wear it? Or do I just send it back? So I'm obviously not saying I would wear it with this t-shirt, but just to kind of give you an idea, you can have it obviously as an open cardigan. And you can see the details on all these buttons, particularly this one at the top, which is like a little bee, and then it's just got like little sort of, what kind of like almost pearlescent little buttons on. And then obviously you can flip it around and wear it as a jumper, which I will do now. So here is how it looks as a jumper. Kind of hangs okay, I think. What do you think? It doesn't look as obvious in this footage how sparkly it is, and actually in real life it's a lot less obvious than it is in the initial shot when I show it you. And that's of course what it looks like at the back with the buttons. Really hard to film behind you. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but yeah. So this is the green jumper. I would never have bought myself a crop jumper, but actually now I've got it, I really like it. I actually ended up wearing it out this evening with a black pair of jeans, and I actually thought it looked better with a black pair of jeans. I've also tried it on with a dress that I got in the last Stitch Fix box, and this is what that looks like. Quite like it. I've already worn this combination to work, tights and boots with it. Really, really like it. Let me know your thoughts, but I am definitely keeping this jumper because, yeah, I fell in love with this one. Okay, so this is now the part of the video where I'm going to tell you what I thought of all the items I tried on. So first of all, everything in the box, the total would be £239.95. If I kept all 5 items, I'd get a discount of £47.99, bringing my total to £191.96. Obviously minus the £10 styling fee I've paid, would bring my total to £181.96. but am I going to keep everything? I'm going to let you know my thoughts now on everything, and then I'd love it if you'd leave me some comments and let me know what you think I should keep and send back. But for now, obviously, you'll get my thoughts on it. So first of all, the jeans. So these are the Mavi jeans. Now they retail at £69, so it's at the higher end price-wise jeans for jeans. I mean, obviously there are more expensive jeans on the market, but it's at the higher end of what I would normally expect to pay for jeans. Having said that, I do quite like brands like Levi's and stuff, which, you know, it might cost me £80–90 for a pair of jeans, but if I have them for years, which I generally do, then, you know, I consider it worth it because they last for so long. So just a quick reminder, that's what they are. They're the Kendra Petite high-rise straight leg. And they are super soft, I agree with it, they're comfy. When I first put them on, I thought, yes, definitely keeping them. And then if you notice in my little bit of the video where I kind of show what they look like with like shoes or trainers on, that's when I realised they're actually a little bit too short. So I think the reason for that is they've given me a 26–28, so 28 leg. And I think normally leg-wise I'd be 29 or 30. So even just that inch or even a half an inch I think would have made a big difference. But these, I'm a bit worried they look a little bit too cropped on me, and I don't like cropped jeans anyway because my ankles get cold and I'm always cold. But also I just don't think they look right. I think they look like they're too short. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, I suppose I could like roll them up at the ankle and things like that, but that isn't really what I wanted the jeans for. I wanted them to be a full length leg. So I did go on to my account and I sort of went into the checkout process, because you can do that without actually fully checking out, just to see if I could exchange it for a different leg length. And they do make them in a 29 leg and a 30 leg, but they're both out of stock. So I'm kind of at the situation where if they come back into stock in the next week or two, I might just change for a longer leg length. If not, I'll send them back. But let me know your thoughts. Fit wise, like I said, they were comfy, but were they flattering? Would it be better if I got a bit of a longer leg? Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, they're £69, so they are pretty pricey. But if I did get to a situation where I was keeping everything, then they wouldn't cost me as much. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with the jeans. This particular size, I think, will be going back, but I would consider exchanging them for a longer leg length if available. But like I said, let me know what you think about that. Next up, the t-shirt from Hush. So I really like Hush as a brand. I really just like the closer design. This is a really nice soft t-shirt. It's kind of in that washed sort of fabric, so it looks like it's been washed a lot, which I guess is a bit of an acquired taste. Not everybody likes the look of clothes that are really old, but I like it. I do think it's comfy. It's definitely like an easy throw on and chill at the weekend, or even go shopping with leather jacket over it type thing. It is quite a boxy fit, which isn't something I would normally go for. Personally, it just isn't what I tend to gravitate towards. But what do we think of this? Because this is one where I'm a bit on the fence as well. It is something I think I'd get a lot of wear out of, but is it actually flattering? Because if it's not, or if it doesn't look right, then I should probably send it back. So yeah, another one I'm on the fence with. Everything else, I think I'm pretty set on keeping. And I'll tell you my reasons for why. So this, the negatives of this, and this is the Market and Spruce jumper thing. Made in China, but then I guess a lot of clothes are now. But it's so kind of soft. Fabric wise, it's 78% viscose, 18% polyester, 4% elastane. But it's just so soft. And yeah, it's me all over. It's got the raglan detail, so the different colours on the sleeves. Hood, I don't think I'd realistically wear the hood up. I never think it suits me. But if I was dashing out and there was a little spot of rain, I suppose I could use it to like protect my hair or something. But it is the sort of thing I would see myself sort of reaching for quite a lot and getting a lot of wear out of. The fabric is actually really, really thin, which I don't mind. I mean, it seems like an odd choice for winter, but obviously we're going to be going into spring, summer eventually. I can't wait. I don't know why I'm crossing my fingers. I should hope we'd get some kind of summer. But this is actually, like I said, I think it's a benefit being a thinner fabric, because I've got a lot of hoodies that are the thicker fabric and a lot of jumpers that are the thicker fabric. I've got very little sort of long sleeved hoodies that are actually such a fine lightweight. So spring, summer, I think I'd get quite a lot of wear out of it. Obviously in the winter I'm just going to have to kind of layer up. So like I said, I don't think it's the highest quality item ever, but actually I do quite like it. It sort of hits the sort of thing I like lounging around in and stuff, and I wear a lot of loungewear, so I do like it. So it's called the LS Raglan Colour Block Hooded Knit Top, purple, size small. I'm still saying this is more of a blue than a purple. but whatever, it is what it is. So this is £32, which I think it would be a better price point for this would be something like £25, just because it is so thin. It's not, like I said, a proper hoodie. But I like it, and I do see that as something I'm probably going to be keeping. The Jewels jumper slash cardigan, I think this is so cool. And when I actually had it on, I didn't notice this sparkly bit as much as I am doing now. But I'm kind of like at the point in life where I don't really care if it looks a bit Christmassy. If I like it and I'm going to wear it, I'm going to wear it. That's kind of how I feel about it. But I do like it, and I actually think it's quite good value for money. So it's $44.95, so not super cheap for a jumper or a cardigan, but because it does both and it's a colour that I think sort of super sort of serviceable, I could wear it with lots of different things, I think it will be one I'm keeping. It's not sort of the same soft material as the raglan, but it's not itchy or anything either, and I just think it's something I really get a lot of use out of, and I really love that little bee detail. So it's jewels. I've been liking a lot of jewels stuff actually, and this is something that was on my Pinterest board but in different colours. I actually can't find this black one on the Jewels website, so I don't know if it is like an older stock or something. I can't find it anywhere, but you can get it in like the newer colours and things, and this is like a thicker knit as well, so I do think it's more of a winter knit than the newer ones, which I think are for like spring. But yeah, really like this, so I do think it is something I'll be keeping. And one thing, well, the last item that I'm definitely keeping, because I've already worn it, is this jumper from French Connection. So I really like the colour. You'll see in the video, I actually tried it on with the jeans they sent me, and then I also tried it on with a dress, which I think it looked good with for like work and stuff. And then I actually wore it out with a pair of black jeans, and I really liked it. So really happy with this. It's a size small. I think it's a good fit on me. It's 100% cotton. It is hand wash, cold, dry, flat, etc. But I think it's kind of worth having to care for it a little bit better, because I think it's something I'll get quite a lot of wear out of. It's warm without being stiflingly warm. Because it's cotton, it's breathable as well. Again, it's a high price point, but I think it's worth it because I think it's something I will wear a lot. Definitely think it's something I could wear at the weekend and also to work. So it's £59. It's the Lily Mozart jumper, so I will definitely be keeping that. So this is what I find difficult about Stitch Fix. So like I said, if I kept everything, I'd get £47.99 deducted from the total. So this is where, if I just keep the 3 items, then the price will be. But if I were to keep all 5 items, it would only cost this much more. See, that's kind of something I'm taking into consideration. But it's easier to send 2 items back than just 1, because if you send just 1, then it's not much difference whether you keep it or you send it back, depending on the price of the item you send it back. So for example, with the jeans, if I was keeping everything else and just sending the jeans back, with that kind of £47.99 discount, you know, it would only be a £21 saving to send them back rather than keeping them, which for £69 jeans, you then think, should I just keep them? But I don't think they're right in the length they are. Like I said, I think they would have to come back in stock in that longer leg length. So what am I asking you for advice on? I guess I'm asking, what do you think of the jeans aside from the leg length? If I could get them in a longer leg length, do you think they look right and fit right? And t-shirt wise, do I keep it, do I send it back? I don't know. Like I said, t-shirt's 35, jeans are 69, but it would be a lot less than that with the discount if I were to keep everything. So just let me know your thoughts. So hopefully you found this useful. I love watching these videos and seeing what other people get sent. You can of course request anything I've shown in the video, and I'll link everything I can underneath if you want to buy anything individually or you want to have a look at anything in any more detail. Like I said, if you are new to Stitch Fix, you can get a £15 or I think it's $25 if you're in the US credit for free on your first box. I will also get a credit for referring you, which obviously helps me to make these videos, and I really appreciate it. So I'd love it if you would take advantage of that offer if it is something you're interested in. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.